There are hundreds of diets out there: keto, low carb, gluten-free, carnivore, the list goes on. And I have had hundreds of patients come to me after trying so many of these diets, only to say they still feel tired, foggy, and like they're running on empty. But there is one specific diet I wish I would have known earlier, one that could have truly changed so many of my patients' lives. What if I told you that the secret to feeling better, thinking sharper, and even managing or reversing conditions like diabetes is not about starving yourself or eating boring, lifeless foods? It is called the Mitochondria Diet or the Mito Food Plan. I sometimes call it the Mighty Food Plan for a good reason. The Mito Food Plan is a personalized, anti-inflammatory, and nutrient-packed approach to eating designed to give your mitochondria exactly what they need. Think of it as the ultimate blueprint of cellular energy and vitality. The focus? High-quality fats, loads of colorful veggies, and just the right balance of carbs and protein, which I will go into detail in a bit. This is not a keto diet. It is not a Mediterranean diet. And no, it is not a carnivore diet. It is unique. No crash diets or crazy restrictions here. And guess what? The benefits extend beyond just energy. Research shows this way of eating can help manage blood sugar levels, decrease inflammation, and slow aging. This isn't just about how you feel today. It is about keeping your brain and your body sharp for years to come. As a doctor, I cannot help but reflect on how much I wish I had known about this food plan 10 years ago. Back then, I was focused mostly on treating symptoms with medications, following the standard protocols. While these approaches have their place, I now realized how much I overlooked the incredible impact of proper nutrition at the cellular level. This food plan not only supports blood sugar balance, but also enhances energy production and reduces the inflammation, which are key factors in preventing and even reversing chronic conditions. If I had known then what I know now, I could have helped so many more patients achieve lasting results, not just temporary relief. It is a powerful reminder that sometimes the most effective treatments are rooted in the simplest, most accessible changes. Now, I know mitochondria sounds like one of those high school biology terms that you have left in the past and you don't want to go back, but these tiny powerhouses in our cells are really mission critical for producing energy and keeping you at your best. They are combustion engine for your cell, each cell and every one of them. When they are healthy, you feel great, pumped up. Sickness turns into wellness. But when they're not, you might wrestle with fatigue, brain fog, pain, or even more serious concerns like diabetes, unstable neurological conditions, heart problems. The good news, the foods you eat and the choices you make every day can have a huge impact on how well your mitochondria will work. Now stick with me because I'll show you just how transformative these small adjustments can be. Now, why are mitochondria really matter? Here's the deal. Mitochondria are tiny energy factories inside almost every cell, including our beta cells in your pancreas. Now, what are beta cells? Well, beta cells are responsible for producing insulin, the hormone that helps regulate your blood sugar. For them to function properly, they need healthy mitochondria to provide the energy required for insulin production and release. Now, I'm not saying you need a lot of insulin, you just need a little bit of insulin to get the job done. But if you have very little insulin, then you will succumb to that high blood sugar problem. Stress, poor diet, toxins, and even sitting at your desk all day can damage your mitochondria. In beta cells, this can mean reduced energy, less insulin production, rising blood sugar levels, that sets the stage for diabetes. Ever feel like you're totally drained and out of balance? That might be your mitochondria struggling, and in beta cells, it could mean trouble for your whole body. But it is not all bad news. With the right lifestyle changes, you can support your mitochondria and keep those beta cells working as they should. We will show you how. All right, here is the what and why of the Mito Food Plan, the star players that make it work. First up, high quality fats. Mitochondria and your brain thrive on things like DHA found in cold water fish, seaweed, and egg yolks from happy free-range hens. Think of these fats as the fuel for better brain communication and lower inflammation. When cooking or making salads, go for a mix of healthy oils, like extra virgin olive oil is a great choice. It is packed with polyphenols that protect your brain from inflammation. Just remember, extra virgin olive oil isn't for high heat. For high temperatures, coconut oil actually works really well and contain MCTs, which supports your brain health. Use it sparingly unless your doctor recommends it for everyday use, or MCT oil in a supplement to boost your mitochondrial function to reduce the calorie intake. Avocados and avocado oils are another fantastic option, loaded with heart-healthy fats, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. They fight inflammation and free radicals while keeping your body nourished. Small changes like these can make a big difference in your health. Next, let's talk about those colorful veggies. Did you know eating just 9 servings daily of high-color fruits and vegetables can flood your body with inflammation-fighting phytonutrients? Cruciferous veggies like broccoli, arugula get a special shout-out here. They're like superheroes for your brain and mitochondrial health. And by the way, when I said 9 servings doesn't mean 9 plates. So 1 serving of vegetable is typically half a cup or 1 cup, depending on the vegetable, depending if it's cooked or not. So you can make that happen by eating veggies and fruits twice a day. Now, who doesn't love blueberries? Anybody? Well, their polyphenols don't just taste amazing, but they actively protect your brain and boost your lifespan by helping your mitochondria. A serving of vegetables, like I said, is a half a cup of most vegetables or 1 cup of raw leafy greens. That means, again, a hearty salad, that all you have to do on your lunch, for example, and some veggies on your plate at dinner. Greens like kale, spinach, chard, or even sea vegetables are great for supporting your brain health thanks to their positive impact on the mitochondria. Broccoli, cauliflower, these are the cruciferous veggies. They are powerful options. Don't forget also the fermented veggies like sauerkraut and kimchi, as well as those packed with prebiotic fibers. They're great for nurturing a healthy gut microbiome. Again, remember, a healthy gut microbiome is essential part of your wellness. Antioxidants in these veggies, and the fruits protect your cells from oxidative stress caused by reactive oxygen species during the metabolism. Because every time we burn calories, every time we make ATP, which is the energy molecule, we are creating reactive oxygen species. They're like that smoke that comes from a combustion engine that you have to deal with. And too much oxidative stress, think about you're in a garage and you turn your car on and you just sit there. Everybody knows what happens, right? Too much oxidative stress will kill you. So you have to eliminate that by ventilating the area. So too much oxidative stress will lead to inflammation and chronic diseases without even you realizing. Factors like high blood sugar, smoking, inactivity increases that oxidative stress, but you can reduce it with nutrient-rich foods, that mitochondria supporting foods like vegetables, the spices, the proteins, to boost that antioxidant glutathione, vitamin C, and acetylcysteine, which all of them will neutralize the oxidative stress. Now you can add spices and phytonutrients to your diet by making some simple steps that will add to support your defense system. For example, nuts and seeds are great for your brain and mitochondrial health, especially those rich in omega-3s, such as walnuts. Just make sure to go for unsalted and oil-free options that are not processed. Now, mixing up the types of nuts you eat is also important to get all the unique phytonutrients. Now, nut butters are also super versatile. You can try drizzling some tahini over veggies or pairing almond butter with apple slices. You want to go dairy-free? Well, nut-based spreads like almond or cashew cheese work as a ricotta alternative if you like ricotta. Now, you can also sprinkle ground flax seeds or chia seeds or hemp seeds into your smoothies or salads for an extra boost. Now, remember, flax seeds and hemp seeds, they need to be refrigerated or frozen to stay fresh, while chia seeds are fine at the room temperature. The bottom line, the variety is the way to go. But food is not only part of the picture, right? Mitochondrial health is a lifestyle mission, not just a meal plan. Here are some bonus moves your mitochondria will love. First up, intermittent fasting. Now, don't panic this because, this doesn't mean you're going to skip meals forever. It is about giving your body the window of rest between eating. This helps your mitochondria recharge, fight inflammation, and may even boost your brain function due to that. Eating fewer calories than your body needs, which is your basal metabolic rate, can even boost your memory and focus. How? Well, by helping your brain create new neurons, reducing harmful free radicals, and increasing the energy production with more mitochondria. And speaking of brains, there's something called brain-derived neurotrophic factor. It is a fancy way of saying the protein that helps grow and protect your brain cells. You can boost your BDNF with things like exercise, sunlight, and DHA, EPA. The bonus points if you are sipping some green tea, for example, while solving today's crossword puzzle, mental stimulation, that also helps. Now, why low glycemic we want to go also, right? Or sometimes even ketogenic for some people. One of the easiest ways to nurture your mitochondria is to stabilize the blood sugar. When your diet is filled with processed carbs, you spike the insulin, which fuels inflammation and stresses your mitochondria. Switching to low glycemic veggies and fruits smooths out that roller coaster ride for your cells. Now, keto diet helps for that too. For folks really looking to elevate their game, the ketogenic option, which is a diet higher in fats and lower in carbs, promote that process called ketosis. Think of it as brain fuel number 2, which can help protect neurons and even encourage the creation of mitochondria. And the fun fact, ketosis also helps release BDNF for better memory and learning. You don't have to be in ketosis all the time for the benefit though. As long as you tap into your fat store with ketosis through intermittent fasting, you're golden. So lifetime keto does not have to be your only diet. Your body needs to learn to do something called metabolic switch. You want to be able to switch from glucose burning to fat burning. A lot of people suffer from that, and as a result, they keep burning glucose, and the moment they stop ingesting glucose, they feel a lot of symptoms. But when you do intermittent fasting, it's like exercise for your muscles, exercise for your body to be able to tap into fat stores for a certain time in the day, and you can go into that ketogenic mode very easily. All right, let's talk about healthy fats too quickly here. Now, these are such a central thing of the Mito Food Plan, and it's for a good reason. They provide a stable source of energy for your body, right? So, because these cells, these mitochondria function is really the powerhouse in your cell. You have to take care of it and reduce the inflammation in them. And here's the deal. You want to focus on fats from whole plant-based sources and clean animal sources. So think of foods like avocados, olives, nuts, almond, walnuts, macadamia nuts, whatever, seeds like flax seeds, chia seeds, hemp seeds, and don't forget this high quality extra olive oil that we talked about, the coconut oil, etc. Now, omega-3 fatty acids are incredible, especially for brain health and reducing the inflammation. You can find them in the fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, or sardines. Not into fish? No problem. You can go plant-based sources like walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, and algae oils are also great options. But here's a word of caution. Avoid trans fats and refined oils like corn oil or soybean oil. These can increase the inflammation and oxidative stress, which is exactly what we are trying to steer clear of. By including a variety of healthy fats in your meals, you are giving your body the nutrients it needs for better cellular function and hormone production and overall vitality. Now, let's spice things up a little. Literally, herbs and spices aren't just a flavor. They are nutritional powerhouses. For example, basil, mint, and sage are packed with antioxidants to fight free radicals. And turmeric and ginger, for example, amazing for reducing inflammation. And let's not forget about the cinnamon, right? Can help regulate your blood sugar levels. Or garlic, a natural immune booster. The beauty of herbs and spices is how versatile they are, right? You can use them fresh or dried. They can transform any dish without relying on preservatives or too much salt or added sugar. So to get creative, I would say experiment with different combinations and your meals will taste better and be better for you. Okay, now let's dive into some specific therapeutic foods, starting with allspice and herbs. Allspice is such a fun one. It has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, helps with the digestion, and even supports your immune system. And then you've got herbs like rosemary, thyme, oregano, which are full of vitamins and phytonutrients. A simple way to use these? Why not add allspice to stews or roasted veggies or even muffins during holidays? But for herbs, sprinkle fresh ones over your roasted meats or veggies just before serving. That's an easy way to maximize the flavor and the nutrients. Next up is my favorite, green tea. This drink is a total nutritional rock star. It is loaded with catechins, especially EGCG, which are powerful antioxidants and have anti-inflammatory effects. Green tea can support your brain function, boost your metabolism, and even promote heart health. It is great for fighting oxidative stress, which makes it a big win for mitochondrial health. When you brew it, just make sure your water isn't boiling too much. That can destroy some of its delicate compounds. And if you are feeling adventurous, try some matcha. You can mix it into hot water, blend it into smoothies, or even add it to your baked goods for a nutrient-packed twist. Let's talk about cruciferous vegetables again. Things like broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, kale, arugula. These are amazing for brain health and reducing the risk of chronic diseases like dementia. They are rich in glucosinolates, which support the detoxification and your immune system. Plus, they are packed with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. I'll give you a quick tip. Chop these veggies and let them sit for a few minutes before cooking. It activates their cancer-preventing properties. You can eat them raw, like broccoli or cauliflower, in salads, or cooked, steamed kale, sauteed Brussels sprouts, or roasted veggies, for example, with olive oil and spices that we talked about for a delicious nutrient-packed options. All right, let's dive into a really important topic today. Did you know that the higher levels of inflammation are directly linked to brain aging and cognitive decline? It is very true. If you have a family history of neurological condition like Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease, multiple sclerosis, or ALS, or if you just want to keep your brain sharp as you age, focusing on this proper nutrition that we discussed about can make a huge difference. What do you really do to be sharp when you're in your 90s? Well, for starters, minimizing exposure to these inflammatory triggers, chronic stress, environmental toxins, smoking, air pollution. Well, pair that with healthy habits like regular exercise, quality sleep, balanced nutrition we talked about, you are already on the right track. And here's something fascinating. Research suggests that following something like a Mito Food Plan can be an excellent way to be proactive in preventing diseases. And for those who are in the early stages of neurological diseases, a ketogenic diet may offer even more benefits by supporting mitochondrial health. Basically, again, the powerhouse of your cells. All right, let's shift gears a little bit and talk about pain. Now you're like, what is the pain to do with food? Well, chronic pain, believe it or not, is often tied to mitochondrial dysfunction. It could be a back pain, it could be an entire body pain, like in fibromyalgia. So medications definitely offer quick relief, but it doesn't really address, or they don't really address the root cause. That is where the diet comes in. By eating a range of phytonutrient-rich vegetables that we talked about, anti-inflammatory herbs, and omega-3 fatty acids, like think cold water fish, salmon, mackerel, you can significantly reduce that inflammation and pain. And get this, these same foods also help protect against age-related cognitive decline. So it's a win-win. On top of that, nutrients like B vitamins, vitamin D, calcium, magnesium, and zinc are key for musculoskeletal health and can ease a lot of muscle pain. Magnesium and potassium specifically support healthy blood vessel function, which helps reduce the tension and discomfort. So the dietary changes might take a little longer to show results than popping a pill, but the long-term benefits for pain management and overall health are absolutely worth it. Next up, let's talk about fatigue. How many of you feel constantly tired? Yep, me too sometimes. Fatigue is often tied to impaired mitochondrial function. And I ask myself, what do I need to do? What do I need to get my mitochondrial function back up? Well, it can be made worse by poor nutrition or eating high glycemic processed foods. But here's the good news. Following a low glycemic diet like the Mito Food Plan and combining it with regular exercise, stress reduction, and good sleep can really level up your energy. It is all about reducing inflammation and stabilizing the blood sugar levels. Now, if you are still feeling persistent fatigue, it could be a sign also of nutrient deficiencies. Think about CoQ10, for example. It is critical for cellular energy, and vitamins like B12, folate, and iron are essential for your mitochondrial function. If you're vegetarian or vegan, you'll especially want to pay attention to your iron and B12 intake to keep your energy steady. And this is where functional medicine practitioners come in. You know, they can actually guide you. Find these functional medicine providers in your area. They can guide you on what supplements that you will need if you need supplementation. Speaking of functional health, let's not forget the lifestyle factors, right, to support your mitochondrial health. What you eat matters, but exercise and sleep, well, they are also total game changers. Regular exercise does so much more than keeping you fit. It stimulates mitochondria, boosts your brain health, and increasing that BDNF, the brain-derived neurotrophic factor we talked about. Even activates that antioxidant pathways that protect your cells. Oh, and let's not overlook the mental benefits, right? Exercise will improve the blood flow, improve your mood, reduce anxiety and depression, and lowers your risk of chronic conditions like dementia and Alzheimer's. Sleep is absolutely non-negotiable for mitochondrial and brain health. During sleep, your brain undergoes this amazing process called glymphatic flush. I'm going to repeat that, glymphatic flush, where it clears out toxins, including harmful proteins like tau and amyloid beta that are linked to dementia risk. So, if you are skimping on sleep, it is time to rethink that. Adults should aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. So for me, it is 8 hours. If I sleep 7 or less, I'm grumpy. So in short, supporting mitochondrial function and overall health really comes down to 3 pillars: nutrition, exercise, and sleep. And they all work together. If you're not sure where to start or feel like you need a personalized plan, I would say, again, functional or integrative practitioners can help you tailor these strategies for your specific needs and goals. They are a great source if you want to get a proactive approach to your health. All right, let's talk about something super important today: nutrient gaps in dietary plans, especially when we are talking about structured diets like Mito Food Plan or therapeutic plans like ketogenic diet. You know, these plans can offer incredible health benefits, but they can also leave you with some blind spots, nutrient gaps that might creep in if you're not paying attention. For example, ketogenic diet. Mito diet is a little more liberal than ketogenic diet, but if you talk about ketogenic diet, it is fantastic for stabilizing blood sugar levels and supporting the mitochondrial function, but it can really cut down on the variety and quantity of plant-based foods in your meals. That means less fiber, fewer micronutrients, and potentially missing out on those amazing phytonutrients from colorful fruits and veggies. So how do we fix this? Well, this is where nutrient-dense foods and targeted supplementation come in. Let's break it down. Leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables, steamed broccoli, kale, and Brussels sprouts, and low glycemic fruits like berries are your best friends here. They're packed with antioxidants, essential vitamins like vitamin C, vitamin K, and fiber, which is critical for gut and metabolic health. If your diet is low in omega-3s because you are not eating a lot of fatty fish or plant-based sources, you will want to look into supplementation to support your brain and mitochondrial health. But here's the thing, everybody is different. This is why working with your doctor, with your functional medicine doctor, is so important. They can run advanced nutritional tests for you to uncover any deficiencies you might not even know about or you might not think you have. From there, they will help you build a plan that fits your unique needs that will keep your long-term goals. Hormone and wellness, that is what we do in Port St. Lucie, Florida. What about food quality? Well, that's huge. Eating organic, toxin-free produce, and grass-fed, free-range meats can have a big impact on your mitochondrial and overall health. To make it easier, use resources like environmental working groups like Dirty Dozen and Clean 15. These are lists to prioritize the produce with the lowest pesticides loads. Meal timing is also an important aspect to consider on the Mito Food Plan. Some people feel better with smaller, more frequent meals, while others may prefer larger, less frequent meals, especially if they are doing intermittent fasting. Your ideal frequency often depends on your body's unique needs and how well your blood sugar is regulated or what medications you're on. Now, stable blood sugar levels reduce the importance of meal frequency, allowing your body to sustain that energy over longer periods. Now, prioritizing these foods that avoid sharp blood sugar and insulin spikes is going to be key in achieving this balance. In the ketogenic approach, which emphasizes minimal carbohydrates that will keep your insulin levels consistently low, that leads to reduced hunger and fewer cravings, it's going to support more sustainable and satisfying way of eating. And finally, cooking matters more than you think. I would say stick to low heat, moisture-based methods like steaming, slow cooking, or poaching. These methods minimize the formation of advanced glycation end products, also called AGEs. They can interfere with your mitochondrial function. There you have it. By following these simple steps, working closely with your practitioner, you can adopt a strict diet that is balanced, that is effective, and more importantly, sustainable. Now, if you want to learn more, watch this video that talks about the fruit that supports your mitochondrial health.